welcome inside the Pickering Recreation Complex. Thomas West here. It's the Pickering Panthers and the Wellington Dukes, and this is game one of the 3 versus 6 seed in the OJHL East Conference. This should be a fantastic series. Things already heated in the warm-up. You might have seen between the Pickering Panthers and Wellington Dukes. This should be a gritty and really good series. The Wellington Dukes won 3-0 last time these two teams faced. The Pickering Panthers looking for a little bit of redemption, but most importantly, a playoff series win, something they haven't done in a couple of seasons in the first round. I caught up with Charlie Key before the game, playing his final season in the OJHL. He's been with this organization for a long time, since he started his OJHL career. Here's my conversation with Charlie. All right, joined now by Charlie Key. Charlie, I think about the way this Panther team ended the season, a 3-game losing streak. I don't know if you guys felt like you were playing your best hockey, but is this maybe a good time to have a little bit of a reset and start playing some meaningful hockey?
Yeah, those last 3 games didn't really mean much to us. We didn't have our full lineup, and we were just trying to get some guys feeling more like 100%. So we kind of put those games behind us, and now we're in the moment here.
This is a big game tonight, game one, and a chance for you guys to set the tone. As the captain of this team, how do you want to see your team play?
Yeah, I think if we just stick to our structure, we had a great week of practice, so if we just do all the right things, I think we'll be good.
Charlie, you're a local guy. You've been on this team for a long time with this organization. You're the captain now. You're playing your final season in junior. Could you have asked for anything more but to be the captain of this team and see them hopefully go on a playoff run?
No, I mean, obviously it's a pleasure. Like I said earlier in the year, to lead these guys in the battle every night. It's been so much fun. We got a great group behind me, and I'm just super excited to see what we have left.
Charlie, best of luck. Good luck tonight. Charlie Key, the captain of the Pickering Panthers, led the team with 63 points in the regular season. Expect him to be a big part of this series against the Dukes. Now let's turn things over to Clark Luby on the PA. We've got a fantastic goaltending matchup for you tonight. On the side of the Pickering Panthers, Anthony Sherry gets the start, really found his own and took the reins of the starting goaltender position towards the end of the season, and over 900 save percentage on the year, and has been fantastic between the pipes for the Pickering Panthers, standing at 6'2" out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. On the other side of things, Dryden Riley, he has great numbers as well this season, as sub-3 goals against average, a .916 save percentage, but most importantly, a shutout victory 3 games ago against the Pickering Panthers, where he made 43 saves. He'll need more of that as the Wellington Dukes come in as the 6th seed against the 3 seed, the Pickering Panthers. They finish as the 3 seed, and this time they're looking to go further than the first round in these OJHL playoffs. Michael Levine gets the puck off the draw, the former Windsor Spitfires, and a steadfast defenseman on the side of the Pickering Panthers. This puck shot into the zone, and it's the captain, Charlie Key, who beats out the icing call. Key has it. Works it back to the point. It's on the stick of Michael Levine again. He takes a shot that's tipped in front. That was Jake Mallory, second on the team in goals this season, who had the tip in front. Wellington trying to push this puck out to center ice, and Landon Marlowe will get it to center. Right back in the hands of the Pickering Panthers, and this is Marco Costante. Overager, deadline acquisition from the Milton Menace. Costante puts on the brakes, flips it out in front. Here's Peter Smith on his backhand, and this one's turned away and up into the netting by Dryden Riley. Devin Ferroni, the former Trenton Golden Hawks, and this one's pushed along to Mitchell. Now it's Tristan Williams who floats this one behind the net. Albert has to get rid of it quickly and flips it right back into the hands of the Panther at center ice. A clearing attempt by Ferroni was blocked at center. That might have shaken up the Wellington Duke, and then they score! A shot out of nowhere by the guy that led the team in scoring, and Zach Carrier, and the Dukes lead 1-0. Oh, Wellington hemmed in their own end for a minute 25, and then Carrier, I don't know if anyone really picked him up behind the play, fires a top shelf on Anthony Sherry, and the Dukes out to a 1-0 lead. Angelo Protopapis gets his stick in there as well. Comes back to the point. Sam Ethier winds up, fires a shot, knocked down to the crease is Dryden Riley, but he still made the save. Ethier flips it across. Costante fires it up high. Rebound shot, and it's hammered wide. That was the 09 Ty Robar, up-and-coming OHL prospect. Smith and Chirello still trying to get it out of the pile. Now Smith has it. Peter Smith leaves Chirello. Sharp angle shot on goal, and Dryden Riley comes across and makes the save. Mascard had 15 goals and 37 assists. That 37 assist mark was the most by anybody on the Dukes this season. Kavc, the former Duke, gets the puck down low, sends it back out in front. Now it comes to Ethier. Below the goal line, wraparound try, loose in front, they score! The Pickering Panthers tie the game, and it's Kyle Kavc who gets the goal. 1-1. Acquired from the Wellington Dukes earlier on in the season. No love lost. Flies by the bench, has some words for the Dukes, and levels the hockey game at 1. Wellington in across the line. Carrier has that pass go off his skates. Chirello picks it clean and gets it out to center. Hartwick pokes it away from Chirello. Comes back to Devin Ferroni. He takes the shot, rebound behind the goal, and they score! Matt Indovina from a sharp angle, and the Panthers take the lead. Oh, that's just such a crafty play from Matt Indovina. The shot was wide of the goal. Indovina goes right to where the puck was going to be and flips it off the back of the goaltender. Dryden Riley and in. So the leading goal scorer on each of these teams has scored in the first period. This is going to be a great series. Matt Indovina had 28 goals in the regular season. Coaching staff love the way Indovina plays. A smaller guy, but you wouldn't notice it if you look at the stat line. Can score with the best of them, and it's just so hard to get off the puck. Now Kavc on it, shoots, and a big toe save. Kyle Kavc, who's already scored in this game for the Pickering Panthers, had another great opportunity. Just over a minute to go in the first period. 2-1 Pickering Panthers on the back of the Matt Indovina goal. At the line, Seka walks in, fires a shot, and he hit his teammate in front. And now a penalty coming up after the whistle, taken by the Wellington Dukes. It was Bruce who was on his knees in front and took a cross check to the face. And the Panthers will get a man advantage to finish out this minute of the first period. Chirello gets it ahead for the Pickering Panthers into the zone. Cole Ellis rips it to the line, and it's held in by Indovina. Costante with a shot. It's wide. Key trying to bank it in. Loose in front. They score! Jake Mallory with 3 seconds to go, and the Panthers lead 3-1. You would expect Jake Mallory to pot one on the power play with the 8 that he had in the regular season, and that's where he loved to do it with the man advantage. Right in front of the goal, and it's been 2 really smart plays from veterans on this team. First it was Matt Indovina to bank one into the goal, then it was Charlie Key to put that puck in front. They are going to elect not to challenge. And we'll drop the puck for this final 3 seconds of the first. Pickering storming back with 3 unanswered goals. The last one in the final 3 seconds of the third period on the power play that was gifted to them. And Pickering will take a 2-goal lead to the locker room. We'll be back in about 14 minutes at the Recreation Complex. Well, welcome back to the Pickering Recreation Complex. This is game one for the Pickering Panthers and Wellington Dukes. The 3 versus 6 seed in the OJHL East, and the Pickering Panthers have a 3-1 lead after one. Wellington 0 for 1 on the power play. Pickering 1 for 2. The shots on goal in the first period, 22-5 in favor of Pickering. Arguably, except for maybe the first 2 minutes of play, maybe their best period of hockey this season. Zachary Carrier got the scoring started. Sasha Trudel and Tristan Williams 1 minute and 14 seconds in. Kyle Kavc, Matt Indovina, and Jake Mallory have tallies for the Pickering Panthers. Here's Kyle Kavc. All right, joined now by Kyle Kavc. Kyle, you get the goal scoring started. Safe to say you're feeling pretty good so far in this one.
Yeah, our team flipped a switch for playoffs. We didn't like our last few games of the year, so we knew we had to come out, set the tone early, and have a good start.
Okay, fantastic goal for you. I mean, who else but you, right? Playing against your former team. Just the emotions that you were feeling when you scored that goal.
Yeah, we have a lot of guys that really want it, guys who came from other teams, and yeah, we really wanted to set the tone and all of us come together here.
I'm just wondering, was there anything that was said at all? You guys gave up a goal right away. It was a goal that you probably didn't want to give up. And then you come back and get 3 unanswered. What was kind of the message on the bench after you guys went down 1-0?
Yeah, we got a young team here, so we just knew we had to settle in after the first few minutes, and we knew we'd get right back to our game and have a good next 10 minutes after that.
All right, Kyle, always great to have a lead. What do you guys need to do to protect it in the final 40?
Hey, the best defense is good offense. We can stay in their zone, stay out of our zone, help Tony out. I think we'll be all good.
All right, Kyle, thanks so much for this. Good luck in the second.
Thank you here.
There was nothing I could have said in that interview to wipe the smile off Kyle Kavc's face after scoring his first of the playoffs. Think about that goal. Playing against his former team, you always want to play well against the team that traded you away, and playing his final season in junior hockey, the native of Oxford, Michigan, born in 2005, Kyle Kavc with a huge goal for the Pickering Panthers, and how about his teammates picking him up after that, scoring 2 more unanswered. The Panthers leading 3-1. And the funny thing, I love Kyle Kavc's enthusiasm at the end of that interview. What was the key to success? Fight offense with offense. The Panthers want to keep scoring. Offense is the best defense, I think is exactly what he said. So we'll see if Pickering can keep putting him on the board here in this second period. Cole Ellis. This puck comes through center ice. Ellis working his way in, makes a great move, shot on goal, draws a penalty, and they score! The pad of Anthony Sherry may have been across the goal line when that puck was shot. The Panthers will certainly have a look at that one. There was a penalty coming. It could have been a penalty shot, and it's a 3-2 game. Heck of a play by Ellis to drive in through the Panther defense and get that puck on goal. The Kingston Frontenacs might have some familiarity with Ty Robar. Penalty coming up now, and who's this going against? It was a Duke that went down first. I think, yeah, this is going to go against the Pickering Panthers. Matt Indovina might have just got a little too aggressive trying to take that puck away. Goes to the box. This is a juicy power play here for Wellington. It'll be 4-on-3. Grasby works it right back in. Grasby, a centering feed. Sasha Trudel and a big stop by the Panthers, and then they score on the rebound. Anthony Sherry had it. It squeaked out from between his legs, and we're tied at 3. It's Zach Carrier again. Has his second goal of the game. Carrier, who was one of the best at scoring on the power play in the regular season, gets a big one here for the Dukes. It was a huge save initially by Anthony Sherry, and I kind of saw the puck trickle behind him, and somehow it just kind of got kicked out into the open slot, and that's a freebie there for Carrier. Marco Costante working it along the boards, gets it out. Key, 2-on-1. Charlie Key works in, rips a shot on goal. Big stop, rebound, penalty behind the play. High stick on Carrier. You heard the official yell 22. It was way way behind the play so far that no one even really saw it, except for the official that was on the line. And Pickering's going to get a power play, almost identical to the one that they got at the end of the first period. 1:16 to go. Can they get another late one, this time to take the lead? Gabe Torello gets it back to the line. Costante. Key has hit the crossbar on the power play. Shot from the point, rebound, scores! Another late one by the Pickering Panthers, and it's Jake Mallory who gets the goal. Pickering back in the lead. Jake Mallory with his second of the game. Another late penalty by the Wellington Dukes cost them. Pickering takes advantage. Mitchell gets it to the line. Marco Costante looking for a shooting lane. Takes the shot, tipped in front. Oh, great save, Dryden Riley. It was trickling towards the goal slowly, and Riley stretched out to make the save. Centering pass through the crease. 10 seconds to go in the period. Pickering going all out on offense here to try and get another late one. Erwin flips it in the air, and then Evan Erwin and Peter Smith at the horn get in a bit of a tussle. The arm of the official was up. I think it was going to be for an icing call, but now there's another arm up, so another penalty. And we'll have to get that all sorted out when we come back. The period is over. Pickering Panthers with a 4-3 lead after 2 periods of play. Third period coming up between Pickering and Wellington. The big goal in the second period, Jake Mallory scoring a second in the game. He gets the Panthers on the board again, and with the 4-3 lead, I caught up with him moments ago. All right, joined now by Jake Mallory. Jake, a couple big ones for you in this game. I just want to start with the resilience aspect of your team. You went down 1-0, you came back. They tied the game, you came back. What can you say about just kind of that aspect of the team in this game?
Yeah, we're such a resilient group. I mean, like, you know, the big thing we talked about, you know, coming into the series was don't get too high, don't get too low. So, you know, we're trying to stay even keel. Just, you know, whatever happens, we play our game, and if we do that, we should have no problem being successful. So.
Jake, you love being in front of the net. I think about a guy like Charlie Key who just seems to find you a lot. I want to take you back. There was a face-off play right before that where you went driving to the net and almost got one. Then you do. Just tell me about kind of the chemistry on that top line, and how much are you guys communicating out there to just get those plays done?
Yeah, no matter what draw it is, where it is, we're communicating. We have a plan going in every single face-off, every single play. So everything we do is very intentional. You know, Chuck and Dean are my 2 line mates. The IQ on them is crazy, and, you know, I'm so fortunate to play with 2 people like them with such high skill and IQ, and, you know, it just makes it easy for me in front of the net. So, yeah, it's nice. Okay, your teammate Kyle Kavc said sometimes the best defense is good offense. Is that the key to success in the third period, or are you guys trying to lock it down in the third? You know, I think we're just gonna stick to our game. You know, you got to find that balance, you know, situationally. So, but yeah, no, building on what Kavc said, if, you know, we hem them in their end, you know, can't really do much in our end. So, yeah, it sounds like a good plan. All right, thanks for this. Good luck in the third. Yeah, thank you very much.
Matt Indovina feeds the speedster and Evan Elliott. Elliott takes his check. Indovina has it now and fires a shot, scores! Matt Indovina from long distance, and the Panthers have regained a 2-goal lead. Indovina with his second of the game, and the overagers, the veterans on this Pickering Panther team, have come through in game 1. Another smart shot by Matt Indovina, scored his first goal from below the goal line, his second from the blue line. 2-goal lead for Pickering, 5-3 with 9 minutes to go. And now a face-off win, and the puck comes the other way. Hartwick dropped it. Goaltender on the bench, but the Panthers have it. Kyle Kavc with an empty net. Drops for Tyler Bruce. Never had a lane to shoot. Now Kavc tries to take it away. 6 Dukes out there, and they're on the attack. Aiden Lee driving to the goal. Backhand shot. He put it just wide. Ellis holds it at the line. Pass ahead. Colangelo with the empty net. Shoots. Scores! Alex Colangelo with the icing on the cake. And the Panthers are going to come home with the victory in Game 1. Puts it behind the goal. And the Wellington Dukes are going to hold the puck right there. The Pickering Panthers come away with a wild victory. It was back and forth from start to finish. Pickering wins it 6-3 with the empty net goal late by Colangelo. They came back and got the game-winning goal from Jake Mallory, had 2. So did his teammate Matt Indovina, and the Pickering Panthers win Game 1. The Pickering Panthers, after losing 3-0 at the end of the regular season to the Wellington Dukes, had Game 1 marked on their calendars, wanting to get a little bit of redemption. But still, the ultimate prize, 3 wins away. A best-of-7 series and trying to win 4 games against the Wellington Dukes. The Panthers take first blood. The final score 6-3 from Thomas West at the Pickering Recreation Complex. Thanks so much for tuning in. This series heads back to Wellington on Sunday, and then we'll see you at the Recreation Complex at 3:30 on Tuesday.
We hear from Matt Indovina, who joins Jake Mallory with a 2-goal game.
Perhaps the adversity that you faced a little bit later in the game, something to build on, because it shows when things get tough, you have what it takes to overcome.
Yeah, I mean, we've been underestimated all year, and we know it's not gonna be easy, and we knew coming into the series that it wasn't gonna be easy, and that there's gonna be highs and lows. But something that's been reiterated a lot is play through them, play through the ups, play through the downs, and try to stay consistent. And I think that's what we did tonight.
As the series goes on, there seems to be some distaste between the two teams that can build, but it looks like you guys didn't really wait for that series to get going. It seemed like from puck drop tonight, there was a lot of talking and a lot of smack talk between the two teams.
Yeah, I mean, especially after the last game, we felt kind of disrespected, and we knew that, they're a tough team. They're going to be competitive. They're going to try to draw us into penalties, but I thought we stayed disciplined tonight, and that's something that we could always work on going into game 2. We know they're going to try to draw us in, but we got to stay disciplined, and I think we did that tonight.
Good night for you as well. Tell me about your contributions.
Yeah, I felt good to kind of get the first one in the first period to give the boys the lead, especially after that first shift getting down 1-0, and then in the third period just adding to that lead, just adding to the momentum that we had going into it. We had a lot of good chances. Everybody was going, and it was just fun to play in that type of game.
And finally, it seems like it's been a really long time since we've seen this Panther team at full capacity with all of your players healthy and ready to go, and this is what it looks like, and it looks like it's a lot of fun.
It is. It's a lot of fun when you have, four lines rolling. I mean, we had guys who were injured, guys who just didn't want to risk the injury, especially later into the season. So now that we have a full lineup, it's fun to play because everybody's rolling, everybody knows who you're playing with, and practice is fun too because practices are competitive because everybody's going, and it's just really fun. It's really fun hockey. It's meaningful hockey. It's been a while since I've played in something like this, and it's just the best time ever.